All right, this is part 4 of extension lesson 2-1. So this one's about evaluating exponents using the calculator. It's going to be a little different on whatever calculator you're using. The easiest one to use is our wonderful scientific ones that if you don't have your own personal version of, please let me know and I can get you one. So the button you're going to be using for exponents here is this little kind of like arrow up button, which is called the caret button in math terms. So when I refer to the caret button, it's that button. A little bit different if you're looking at calculators on the computer, so just be careful with that. Okay, so it just says to evaluate, and again, evaluate means to get one number for. Get a number 4. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to do that using the calculator. So it wants 8 to the 0 power, and you'll see that that gives me 1. So, okay, next it wants 1500 to the 0 power, and that also gives me 1. And again, you're using that caret button to work your way through this. Okay, so now the fractions here, notice how it's in parentheses. You need to keep those parentheses when you're plugging this into the calculator, otherwise it's going to mess things up for you. So let's see, parentheses, 1, divide 2, close parentheses. And then I'm going to raise it with that caret button to the 0 power. And that also gives me 1. Maybe you're noticing a pattern. I don't know. And so then this one also, again, the parentheses are absolutely essential when you're dealing with that. Negative, oops, hold on, clear. I'm still trying to figure this out. Parentheses, nope. Parentheses, 6, negative, caret, 0 power. I forgot to close my parentheses, but there we go, 1. Notice, what was the exponent in every single one of these? You can see that the exponent on all of these was a 0. And you can also notice that I got what back as an answer for anything. So that leads us to believe that anything raised to the 0 power is equal to 1. Okay, and so we're going to continue evaluating some of these exponents in our calculator. So clear 7, caret 3. This my little X raised to the Y button is like your caret button is what I'm learning on here. So 343. Ooh, a negative exponent. Ooh, that's what our next lesson's all about. 4, caret -2 is 0.0625. We'll talk about that more. Oops. And then 1 divided by 6 to the -3. So 1 divided by 6 caret -3 equals 216. Here, notice the parentheses. That makes a difference. So we're going to clear that out. We're going to parenthesis 1 divide 8, close parenthesis, and then we're going to caret that to the 4th power. And that's going to give us a really, really long, ugly decimal. So 3 zeros, 244, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 4. 140625. Yikes. I didn't know that was that long. No fun. Okay, and then number 22. Again, make sure you've got those parentheses. -2 caret 3 is a -8. And 125 to the first power, 125 to the first power is equal to 125, and that makes sense based on what we talked about up here, is that when any number or variable raised to an exponent of 1 is equal to itself there. So 125 to the first power is 125.